It's time for New Business Spotlight. New faces, new places all across the high country that you are going to want to know and discover who they are, what they do, their mission, and their message. Today, we are excited to welcome in Mercy Urgent Care, and I'm on the phone this morning with John Medin. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Mark.
Thank you so much for joining me. And John, kind of what I do to everybody just individually before we ever get to the business is I kind of make you my guinea pig for a second, and I need you to tell my listeners everything they could ever want to know about John Medin.
Yeah, so I'm John Medin. I have the privilege and pleasure of serving as Mercy Urgent Care's Director of Growth and Marketing. I've been in Western North Carolina for about 4 years now, originally from Minnesota by way of Montana, and it's been incredible to now be serving the high country community here in Boone.
So Minnesota by way of Montana, that is quite a destination journey, my friend. That is wild. That is very wild. Well, we're glad to have you. Welcome to the high country. We like to say it this way, John. It's just different on the mountain. It will change your life. So I hope you are experiencing that already.
Indeed.
So let's dig in this morning and give us a little background on Mercy Urgent Care. Let's talk about the history. Where did it start? Just tell us everything we need to know about Mercy Urgent Care.
Yeah, you bet. So Mercy Urgent Care is a nonprofit urgent care network, and we're headquartered in Asheville. We've been in the mountains of North Carolina since 1900. We just celebrated 125 years last year, and our mission has stayed the same that whole time. It's pretty simple: to provide high quality care while also caring for those in need through programs like Compassionate Care, which is our charity care program, and other programs including international medical missions. Like we were in Haiti in 2016 after the hurricanes. We were some of the first folks on the ground, medical-wise, helping that country. And then what makes us unique is that we're fully nonprofit. So what that means is when patients choose Mercy, they're not just getting great care, they're also helping support great care for others too in the community.
So in other words, cool. Yeah, very cool. For example, if I'm a patient at Mercy Urgent Care, part of what I'm paying you is going to help situations like that one in Haiti that you mentioned just a moment ago.
Exactly. And also helps pay for other people in the community who can't afford or otherwise can't pay to get care at Mercy. It helps subsidize those visits.
Right. Well, the obvious question we need to ask for all the listeners here locally is why Boone? Why did Mercy Urgent Care choose to move and open a location in Boone?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Boone was a natural fit for us at Mercy. The high country is, as you know, growing rapidly. There are a lot of seasonal visitors, a large student base, and we saw a real need there for accessible, high-quality urgent care. The process took about a year from identifying the need to, actually opening our doors. And a big part of that along the way was building relationships with local businesses and local partners and really getting to know the community. And I'll give a shout out to the Boone Chamber. They were huge help with that. So thanks to the Boone Chamber. We wanted to come into Boone not just as a healthcare provider, but as a real community partner.
Well, you are exactly right. Boone just continues to grow, and I can see why it would be very attractive for any business. So just to follow up on that one part of your answer there, so how long has Mercy Urgent Care been officially open in the high country here in Boone?
We opened in December, so just a couple months ago.
Wow.
We opened up right in the middle of flu season, so it was great to be able to help the community right away.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk nuts and bolts. So, services provided. Give us a rundown of the services that we can find at Mercy Urgent Care.
Sure. So we provide, the full range of urgent care services. We treat injuries, illnesses. We have on-site lab testing, medical equipment, digital x-rays, and a lot more. One area we also specialize in is occupational medicine. So we work with local businesses, large and small, to provide workplace injury care, drug screenings, physicals, and any, return to work clearances. Occupational medicine is really an important way for us to support the local workforce and employers here in the Boone area. So we're pretty proud of that. And then we also offer our Mercy Me membership program and our Compassionate Care program to ensure that cost is never a barrier to getting care. And our Mercy Me membership program is just a small monthly rate, you can get access to our urgent care center. Starting at $29 a month, you can visit Mercy Urgent Care. So that's pretty cool.
That is very cool. So on that same note, then, let's talk about payment options. When they think medical, they want to know, do they accept my insurance, and how can I pay, and can I do self-pay? So what are the options there?
Yeah, great question. So we accept all major insurance plans, including Medicare, Medicaid. And then for those who may not have insurance, we offer a pay-by-income option. That would be our compassionate care program. And then also, as I mentioned, the Mercy Me membership program, we also provide and accept. So it makes care a lot more affordable while also helping fund care, like we talked about, for others who need our services too.
Well, you mentioned opening up right in the middle of flu season, and obviously it's that time of year where folks may need to see a doctor or come to an urgent care more. But here's a question for you. If folks are listening today, what would make Mercy really stand out and apart from all the others to them if they're choosing a new provider?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. So I think what truly sets Mercy apart is our nonprofit model. So our revenue is reinvested right back into the communities that we serve. Across all of our locations, we provide over $1 million annually in free and undercompensated care. Also, here locally in the Boone region, we've already partnered with organizations like Watauga County Schools, App State Athletics. We're officially the proud urgent care partner of App State. Incredibly proud of that. And we just want to be woven into the fabric of this community, this tight-knit community.
Well, I will tell you, that is a recipe for success up here in the high country. If we didn't know it already, we learned firsthand after Helene about neighbor helping neighbor, because it really didn't matter at that point. I joked around that whole time because we were 6 weeks before the massive election, and I thought, are people going to play nice? And it just didn't really matter. People rolled up their sleeves, and truly, it's still going on even to this day, a year and a half after the fact. So just straight up, John, why would locals and visitors choose Mercy?
So if you're a local or if you're visiting the area, choosing Mercy means, one, that you'll receive high-quality care, you'll receive compassionate care, and you'll also be supporting programs that benefit other people that live in the Boone community. Every visit helps fund care for somebody else. That's not something you always get with other places or for-profit healthcare. Very
good. Well, one of the questions I always ask new businesses, and you did the math for me a moment ago, you've been open about 2 months. Give us an example of an experience so far. How are the folks experiencing Mercy Care? What's been the feedback, I guess, is the question I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, the welcome so far from the Boone community has been amazing. We've received really strong early feedback and online reviews, and that's something I pay really close attention to as head of marketing. It's been exciting to see how quickly we've been able to integrate into this community through partnerships, like I mentioned, with public schools, App State, and so many local businesses in the Watauga County area.
Very good. Well, before we give all the info about how folks can get in touch with you and contact, the final question I always ask new business folks is this. What's the dream for Mercy Urgent Care? I mean, you've been around 125 years, but when you think down the road here in the high country, in the Boone community, what's it going to look like 5 years, 10 years from now? How would you answer that?
I would say in 5 years, Mercy will be a very trusted part of the high country, providing great access, supporting local schools, continue to support App State, businesses, and offering programs like Mercy Me to make care affordable for everybody who seeks it.
What a great option for people all across the high country that have needs in whatever area, because you guys definitely cover everything. So give folks the hours of operation, the contact information. Do they need to make an appointment? Are walk-ins welcome? Give them all that 411, please, John.
Yeah, you bet. So we're open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekends. And we offer both. So walk-ins are always welcome. You can also book appointments online at mercyurgentcare.org. mercyurgentcare.org. So in closing this morning, I'm just going to let you give your best shout out and invitation to everybody in the high country to come and give Mercy Urgent Care an opportunity to serve them and their family. Well, yeah, we're so honored to be here in Boone, and I'll just say that we're committed to providing great care in the Boone region and beyond. So thank you so much, Mark.
Oh, you're very, very welcome, folks. It's the new business spotlight, Mercy Urgent Care, based and rooted in Asheville, but have opened an office in Boone. You can check them out online for all these details, all the information we've shared, mercyurgentcare.org, mercyurgentcare.org. John, thank you so much for your time, sir, and stay in touch with us and let us know how we can continue to spread the word about Mercy Urgent Care.
Thank you so much, Mark. Will do.
You're very welcome, sir.